Well, guys, Roger, I think it was hard to spot anyone who wasn't crying. Have we seen the most emotional moment of your career?
I haven't seen a highlight reel of the what just went down, but I hope somehow not too many people were crying. I don't know, or maybe they. It feels good to cry sometimes, you know. And it was obviously highly emotional on many levels, but all on the happy side. And this is also what was catching me, I guess, while I'm falling, is to always remind myself I am happy, so I can speak. I am happy because this is exactly what I hoped for, to be totally just content at the end of my career, and I am. I'm so in peace with everything, and it couldn't have been nicer with the team. And Rafa obviously being there, it's been just so special, everything, and family, you name it, teams, it's just been wonderful.
Rafa, you were crying too. What went through your mind when you were watching?
Well, there are too many years, a lot of years sharing, I think, very important things for our lives, no? And at some point, when Roger leaves, I am losing an important part of my life, you know. Well, important part of my life, it's living with him. So yeah, difficult to hold emotions in that moment. But as Roger said, you know, at the end, that's life, and it's a normal thing. On the other hand, Roger had an amazing and super long career. So even if we don't want to arrive to that point, for everyone is an end, no? And for him, I think was a fantastic end on court. That's something that I like to see, and with the emotions of an amazing crowd.
Was it hard for you to stay focused during the match and not think about the end?
I think what helped me tonight was being in a team environment, and especially also in a doubles. So this is also what I knew was going to help me to get through a moment like this, because I was going to be distracted with jokes and, you know, looking around and a point here and then the team again. This is exactly what happened, and all of a sudden it's 6-4, 5-4, and you're maybe a minute away from retiring. But it didn't feel like this, so because you're playing in the moment and you're going to try your absolute best, and from that standpoint, I actually was able to play well through the match. And I think also the scoreline helped me to stay focused in the moment. If I would have been down, you know, with Rafa, let's say 5-2, and you know it's going to be over in a minute, you know the end is coming, and because of that, it would have felt very different. But so I think in a perfect way, it was actually quite perfect.
Roger he really wanted to play this last match with you. How much did that mean to you?
Well, a lot, you know. For me, it's a huge honor and privilege to be part of this moment, and to be an important part of his career too. You know, I always considered Roger like my greatest rival. I mean, when I arrived on tour, Roger was the guy that I have to follow, you know, and I think Roger helped me a lot to grow in all levels, and that's why, probably because of this rivalry at this stage of my career, in a personal way, with all the injuries that I had, I always had the motivation to keep going, because having somebody like him, and of course Novak too, I have to say, you know, helps to keep going, because you hold the passion, you hold the motivation, you see the others playing so well, so I say, yeah, I want to keep doing well. So I think we push each other a lot during a lot of years, and that makes our career better.
You make such a fantastic doubles pair, and we all love to see it. Are you not tempted at all to just keep playing doubles together for
maybe
years to
I
come?
can retire from singles. We play a full year doubles.
Oh my God! Could you imagine? Like we become doubles. We think we're gonna be great doubles pair, and at the end we win nothing. You know, so we don't want to take that risk. But no. This was a perfect end for me, and I need to stop. I can feel it. I am so happy right now.
But you'll miss him, Rafa.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's when arrive a moment like this, you realize that we not gonna be in a semi-finals or in a final of a Grand Slam again, playing against each other. No, so the feeling that I had before all these matches is completely different than playing against no one other. You know, these nerves, this atmosphere that the court creates, there on the court is different when we play it against each other. No. I don't know, and know that that's not going to happen again in a professional match and in the most important stadium. That's a tough thing to accept, but you know, happy enough that we have been there for such a long time and we enjoy the most important things.
And just finally, Roger, you've played this sport for so long. Why did you love this sport so much that you kept playing for so long?
I just think, I'm passionate about this sport. It's quite simple. I just always enjoyed matches. I was maybe not the practice king. I only fell in love with practice later on in my life, because the beginning practice was something you almost had to do to get better, but I wanted to just play matches, you know. And so you can imagine once I made it onto any center court or any tour event, for me it was an absolute highlight. And next thing you know, the ball starts rolling and it just keeps going. I couldn't believe how well I've done for so long. And obviously the last 13 years of my career have been completely different with the arrival of Majla Shalin and Lenny. And like I said on court, Mirka's always been there every step of the way. I met her when I had no titles. Today I have 103, and I was able to live through a moment like this. And I know how much it means to her that I finished with Rafa as well. And it's just a wonderful moment in my career, and I'm happy. I feel this passion for tennis, and I will always follow it. I would always love to be connected in a close way, but for me, maybe it's a little bit almost easier, just because I know I can still keep on watching, all the other guys on my team and Rafa including. But and that's why I told them, or I told the press as well, I'm happy to be the first to go. I deserve to be the first to go because I'm also the oldest. But it's also, I don't know, I would feel very empty if some of the guys would have retired before me. And Murray almost did. In Australia, I was in the locker room when he came back from his match, and I went to ask him if he's still playing, and he wasn't sure at that time. And that scared me a lot. And many times I've seen victories of Rafa, and I thought maybe he's going to announce it that he's done also, because he's done it all. So I feel very privileged that I was able to go first in many ways.
It was a privilege to watch you play, both of you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.